Mike Moore Media.
Let's check in with our friends in Reidsville, get an update on lots of things. On the line, Angela Strader, City Clerk, Public Information Officer, and Chris Phillips, Assistant Reidsville City Manager and Finance Director. Angela and Chris, hello. Welcome.
Hey, good morning.
Thank you, Mike. Nice to talk to you this morning.
Always good to talk to you folks, for sure. Well, these are strange times we're living in, that's for sure. I've talked to your mayor and several others there with the city, but we wanted to get an update from you. Where are we with COVID-19? I know the mayor has been doing weekly updates through the Code Red system, but just give us an update, Chris and Angela, if you would, please.
Well, I tell you what, I can start off talking about how we're keeping our citizens informed, but Chris is actually on the city task force, so he would be able to talk about anything that's going on and any updates for today. But the city, especially led by Mayor Jay Donaker and our city manager Preston Mitchell, has made every effort to keep our citizens informed during this time of uncertainty for us all. And so Mayor Donaker has been doing Code Red message for every Sunday night for the past month or so, trying to give updates on, where we are, what kind of precautions that our citizens can take, things about orders, the governor's orders, anything that comes up. He tries to include that in his Sunday night update on Code Red, which we then put on our social media. We put it on our city website. He's also been doing weekly Wednesday evening interviews on Star News and, of course, using great resources like your show, Mike, to put the word out as much as we can. As I mentioned, we've been putting a lot of stuff out on social media, and we have a COVID-19 alert page that's on our website. So as soon as you come to it, which is reidsvillenc.gov, you'll see in the bottom right-hand corner there's a COVID alert page and has some information, on there that could be of help to our citizens. Mm-hmm. And we trying to also help our businesses. So our economic development department has worked on a business resources page that they do on our Rocket in Reidsville website. And they've also been working with the chamber on several different things, including a business huddle that they do on Friday afternoons. So we're trying to do everything we can to keep our citizens knowing what's going on in the city of Reidsville and around us.
You really are, and I'm so impressed with what the city of Reidsville is doing, and just the information that you're sharing with residents, and particularly you're mentioning what the mayor's doing and the Reidsville Chamber of Commerce. Wow, that's just everybody is wide open with all of the information. So thank you for that.
Well, yeah, if I could, I can add. Obviously, this is a worldwide pandemic, and of course we have national resources and state resources, but on the local level, we want to be a resource, and we want to, be there to reassure our folks that Reidsville's a good place to live, good place to work, good place to play. Before this happened, it still is, and it will be again. There's a beginning, a middle, and an end to everything, and we're in the middle now, but there's an end coming. We have a COVID-19 task force that meets every day over the phone, and so we are able to discuss things and share information. But we also, a lot of us here are doing weekly meetings, phone calls, seminars, webinars with region folks in our geographic region across the state and even national resources. So we're trying to stay tuned, and right now I think the U.S. cases just passed 1 million.
Yeah,
a huge milestone. North Carolina is probably going to pass 10,000 cases just in the next couple of days. Mm-hmm. And this morning, Rockingham County's up to 28 cases. That's an increase of 3 over yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
So I think, we're still in it, and there's going to be more testing available. And I think as you do more tests, you're going to see more positive tests. So, we just just got to follow the leadership at hand and see where this all goes. But when the end comes, we'll be here, and I think we'll all have a collective sigh of relief, and we'll hopefully this will be no more than a blip on the map memory.
Yeah. Well, and you said a key word there just a moment ago, hope, because there is hope for the future and good things. And I wanted to, and I appreciate that, Chris. I wanted to maybe get an update from you, Angela, about the city's new public art. I mean, we can enjoy that right now, can't we?
Well, and that's what's so great about it. I mean, we're under all of these restrictions. They want us to stay home, but they also, going riding out in your car and seeing a lot of the newest public art that's in Reidsville is a great way to spend your time, to get out of the house, but yet, meet with all of our social distancing and mass gathering deadlines. If we're a few of our family members who live together, ride around in a car and look at these wonderful pieces of art, that's a good thing during these times.
Yeah. Tell us where these new art displays are, Chris.
Well, our downtown area, we really started probably close to 2 years ago. There's a movement called Project Dream, and it's DREAM stands for Downtown Reidsville Empowering Art Movement. And so our Reidsville Downtown Corp and the city have really been behind this and encouraged it and sponsored some of it. But hopefully a lot of folks have seen the Greetings from Reidsville mural that's been up about a year and a half. It's sort of a giant postcard on the side of one of our buildings.
Beautiful.
And really colorful. And then there's also one on the library. It's called Lift Me Upwards. It's wings, and it can be used as a selfie spot, so you can get your picture made with wings behind you. And it's sort of a neat little spot. And the other part they did was painting fire hydrants. So if you, maybe before the stay home, you didn't have time to ride around and look at fire hydrants, but maybe you do now. And if you haven't paid attention to them, there's some really creative fire hydrants out there. Some professional artists did some children did some, and they're all a little different. The one down near the fire station is a Dalmatian dog, so they don't have a Dalmatian at the firehouse anymore, but they've got a fire plug to represent one. So they're all a little different. They're neat, and that was where really everything got started. But the two newest ones, Angela, the one is down. So try to give you an idea of where it is. If you're coming down the hill from the roundabout on Scale Street, you pass the library. If you go down before you get to the gym that's on the left, there's a little turn in there that brings you back up to the municipal parking lot behind the police department. And there was a retaining wall right there, just a little, cement retaining wall that nobody probably ever saw. And now it is a very colorful little cement retaining wall.
Yes, we're calling it our happy mural and everything because the artist, Gina Franco, during this time wanted to put some positivity out there. So she created this beautiful, colorful mural with upbeat sayings like spread kindness and see good in all things. So when you go by and you drive by, you're seeing the beauty, but you're also getting some uplifting sentiments in it. So it's really great to see.
Yeah, a happy mural. What a great idea. And I'm thinking the talented artists that are putting all of these things out there for us to enjoy, already thinking outside of the box with fire hydrants and things like that. And I know the city in these challenging times also thinking outside of the box in all kinds of ways too. So, but it's great to see the public art, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. And art is the eye of the beholder. Some people like some things, some people don't like some things. But to give some people an outlet and to be able to enjoy really the bright colors is really neat. I think kids will really like that new mural to see all the colors. And also another abstract alley is what it's called, but it's up in the 100 block of Scale Street. It was just actually a building that burned down decades ago. It's been an alley for a long time, but we had a couple of kids. They're actually twins, Raphael and Raquel Cruz. They're juniors at Rockingham County High School. They did that mural, and it's on the ground. It's a really bright, colorful walkway, and that alley's been lit up as well, so at night there's some lights in there. But it's just a little touch, a little something extra. May not be able to see it from a car, but, you could come and walk around downtown, make a lap or two, and be able to social distance. It's if you're looking for a little time to kill on a afternoon, sunny afternoon, downtown's a great place to walk around and to see that one, and to see some younger folks really being involved and wanting to give back to their community and do something like that. They are founding members of the Rockingham County Youth Arts Council, so these two folks are already very committed to the arts and to the community to come out and do that little touch for us.
Oh, that's wonderful. Well, I understand. I haven't seen this, but what it was local artist Ruby Blanco doing? I hear that's kind of neat.
She has turned to some pretty dull things in the grand scheme of things, utility meters. She has taken those and transformed them into works of art. She has put like they call it a whimsical turtle, Esmeralda, that she has put on one of them, and then she's put these, I was not really familiar with it until I heard it, but Mandela designs on these utility boxes, and, everyone just needs to come by and check them out.
Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty neat trying to take things that we're not supposed to notice, like a fire plug or a utility box, and turning them into things that want to be noticed, art, and it's neat to see the transformation. You start talking about art, people have opinions, and everybody's right, but I think everybody will agree that the spring flowers that are out here right now are beautiful. I don't know anybody that doesn't like to see the dogwoods blooming. They faded a little bit here, but a couple of weeks ago, man, at their peak, there was nothing nicer. So I hope people are getting out and riding around. There's some yards in Reidsville that have really just exploded with flowers and, the grass, and the folks that want to do that are doing a great job. So it's very relaxing just to take a ride around town and just look at some of the beautiful neighborhoods, and what spring has definitely sprung in Reidsville.
Yeah. I've taken some beautiful pictures at springtime in Reidsville all around the city, for sure, over the years. But, I talked to a neighbor the other day, and she said, I'm so tired of just being at home, haven't driven my car in weeks. I'm going to get out and just drive around. And I think people are kind of at that point now. And so Reidsville has some good drive around areas to enjoy all of the public art and the beautiful landscape yards and all of that too. So that's really neat.
And Mike, let me mention that the utility meters that Ruby has worked on and designed, those are located behind Abstract Alley. So as Chris noted, you could do a little walk, you could go through the alley, you could go see that in the parking lot area behind there, and if you're a really good walker, you could walk all the way down to the mural by Gina behind the police department. But that would definitely get your steps in for the day.
Yeah, I think people are going to be in better shape, the ones that are getting out and about and walking and getting on the trails and things like that after this is all over, perhaps. But tell me about the lakes, because your lakes are open, and boy, that's a great idea.
Yeah, Lake Reidsville has been open this whole time. Some areas we did have to close. Playgrounds obviously are closed. Basketball courts are closed. It's kind of hard to play basketball unless you're just shooting some long shots and stay 6 feet apart.